Welcome back to Punt Club TV.
The Getting the Band Back Together edition of Punt Club TV. Welcome back, Mona. It's been a little while.
It's been far too long.
A few kids in the pool, a few kids at the front.
That's it. We're very excited, full of seamen, ready to go. And we're starting off with a bit of origin.
Well, the Maroons got up last night, as we predicted they would. We said they were the most dead certainty bet of the week, and they got up by the princely sum of 2 points. It could have been reversed by a different decision, but, you know.
Pretty irrelevant. They're paying, $2.70 or $2.75 for 1 to 12.
And DCE got left out of the side. That's extraordinary, which means it'll be lemon fresh for this week's game. And I think Manly at 1 to 12 are paying $3.85 would be our NRL bet of the round. I don't know what else you've got there, Mona.
I've got a bit of West Tigers. They're paying $3 against the Roosters. Roosters are definitely too short at $1.42. Quite like to multi that up with a bit of Souths, who will absolutely trample all over Gold Coast. So that's a little nice Souths into West Tigers, $4.15 multi. Just quickly, the Reds, or the Maroons I should say, shocking, have now shortened to $2.25 for the series. Ignore that bet completely, but get on them to win in Brisbane, paying $1.55.
Which means they win the series.
Yeah, exactly. So make your money on the 155 next game.
Madness. And so AFL next, I guess. And the Cats have been a bit of a less trustworthy than barley tap water, I think, is the term we've used over the last couple of weeks, going down to the Blues and the Pies. They are actually paying $2.25 at home versus GWS, and we're going to say if that's not the bet of the round, it's going to be pretty close. They typically bounce back.
Yeah, I'm disagreeing with you there, Jace. I reckon the coach doesn't even know what's going wrong. They've fallen off a cliff, and it's definitely got hairs on GWS.
Curiously, they're also still paying $5 for the flag after sucking dogs' balls for the last couple of games. But Sydney's the favourite for the flag at $4.25, probably deservedly so after knocking off the Roos last week. Adelaide Saints this weekend. Adelaide's as short as $1.18 at home, and I don't have that much faith in them at all, despite living here. But the bet of the round has got to be in the Who Cares Cup between Essendon and Fremantle.
Shitter versus shitter.
Essendon are paying $4 in a two-horse race against a team that hasn't won more than a game all year. So Essendon at $4 is our bet of the round, closely followed by the Pies at home, having just knocked off the Cats a couple of weeks ago over Port, who are $1.71 favourites.
Don't mind about the Pies.
On the road.
Paying at $2.50 for 1 to 39. So certainly don't mind a bit of that. I don't mind also North Melbourne to bounce back and trample all over Richmond. They're paying $1.50, however the line's only 13 points, so I reckon North will come through and trample all over those.
And it's funny, North
Tigers.
having lost one game are on about the 8th line of betting at $9 for the flag, so everyone thinks they've got sweet fuck all chance really. So
one team that has got sweet fuck all chance is the Cavs in the NBA Finals. Golden State are paying at $1.43 to roll over the Cavs, who are paying $2.80.
Which is a miracle since they didn't really get there. They were 3-1 and had to win 3 in a row just to knock over the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They're always going to get it done. Just a quick one, Klay Thompson paying $6.50 for the MVP. I reckon that's pretty good value. Even obviously Curry and LeBron will be up there, but Klay Thompson had a phenomenal last final.
And speaking of Klay,
$6.50.
You see what I did there? The
French very Open. Good. Lovely.
Sam Stosur has slipped into the semi-finals. After starting the tournament at $81, is now $3.50 in the third line of betting for the title. Who would have thought?
And the men, Novak's obviously hot favourite at $1.48. Murray at $4.75. And really, I mean, you could look at Stan at $6.50, but
no, you couldn't.
Two-horse race, Murray and Novak.
Stan's own girlfriend couldn't look at Stan, at least when Kyrgios was involved. But anyway, moving on, in the interest of getting it shorter and sharper than Stephen Hawking.
The Queensland Oaks, or firstly...
The races.
Oh, those lovely beauties.
So we're straight into the Oaks this weekend, the Group 1 Oaks at Eagle Farm, preceded by the QTC Cup. We'll start with the QTC Cup. Kaepernick is short at $3.70. He was given the arse by the 49ers. I think he's got no chance on the weekend at that sort of number. Spill the Beans is next in line at $5.50, but I reckon Target in Sight at $8.50 is my bet for that race.
I've heard it's going to be shitty down with rain, so I'm going rank outsiders. and I've got a bit of money on the Steel Zip, which is paying 26s or $2.37 for the place.
And for the main event, the Oaks.
The Big E.
Look, Imposing Lass is almost, well, we won't say dead certain because we'll put the mods on ourselves, but at $8, I think she's the bet of the day. I think any drop of rain is going to make that track give, and she'll give back, as any Imposing Lass should.
I'm on a bit of romantic maid, because that's the way I am.
And if you want to repeat last week's trifecta of Khabib, Sebring, Sally and Imposing Lass, I think they'll be paying shitloads. But that's enough for today.
There's a quick
We're
one.
done.
Oh, one last one.
What?
As likely as 23 light beers being left over at a barbecue, England are paying $2.70 to beat the Wallabies in a little June series against, which comes up on June the 11th.
So they're long, they're not favourites, obviously, mate.
But they will absolutely romp home. Wait and watch.
Cheers. Nice to be back. It's a tie.
I got